im Audio-Mixer, also im Volume-Mixer, mixt der Windows Discord automatisch nach unten.
Ah, okay.
Obwohl Auto-Tracking aus ist. Okay, jetzt geht's.
Ist vielleicht irgend so eine... It's no Bug, it's a Feature. Scheißzeichen irgendwie. Okay. Ich kann dich hören. Ich sehe auch Desktop-Audio, die Musik. Oh, warte mal.
Hello.
And we're live. Now, I forgot to unmute myself. Once again.
Hello.
We had to switch some stuff around with our audio setup. So if anything seems off, please tell us and we'll try to adjust accordingly. And sorry for the late start, but technical troubles, production. The same things that worked last time didn't work this time. So welcome everyone to the stream. This time I finished all my switches, but I didn't finish my steps. So we will see how that goes today, because on the first build stream, the lost tapes, that didn't went too well. We'll see.
So
Anyways.
we have to finish before Jay starts streaming.
Right. I'm doing as fast as I can. I mean, 6 hours
So we have 6
is
hours.
nothing. So we'll see how far this goes. No, but I already clipped my steps, so I just need to assemble everything and screw it in. And I already tested the layout, and so I'm pretty sure everything should fit. We're building today my PC Singa, so Polycarb Singa, the PCB. For the round 2 PC Singa comes in this lovely purple color instead of the black one from the first round. Looks really good, I'm gonna be honest. And I'm gonna show off the back for a moment, because as you can see there are a lot of RGB LEDs on it, as I soldered that underglow myself. It was pretty good that I didn't do that on stream, because it cost me a couple of hours, because instead of a intelligent programmer, I was a very dumb programmer and made a serious mistake and thought my soldering was just shitty, but it was software all along. Anyways, let's get started with our steps. So, welcome Soren to the stream.
Hello.
And also Faxe joined. Jay is also here, so the gang is all together. I hope everyone has a nice Sunday, a very relaxed and easy Sunday. So, Egla, you're still enjoying your recent tofu build?
Yeah, I haven't been using it a lot, to be honest.
No.
It's just not the keyboard I'm using when I use Windows. And because I have been waiting a lot for work stuff, so I haven't used my other computer as much as I would. And didn't write anything really.
Okay.
So, but it's still here, waiting for its time to shine. Jay, are you desoldering on stream today? Or what are you doing? Give us teasers.
Right, because today you're gonna have 2 build streams from the European community. First is our stream right now, and then later on, and I think 8 p.m. UK time, so 9 o'clock Central European time, I think. Jay is gonna do a whole lot. I think there's some unpacking to do.
Copper versus brass X75 rebuild.
That's gonna be nice.
So you're desoldering and change the brass plate to a copper? Or the other way around? But it's the... Oh, you built brass before, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, you have multiple tops as well, so you can just like interchange them. Going to build 2 tops. Oh, nice. I love these comparisons. Like the same keyboard built 2 different ways.
Yeah, that's especially good to just compare the sound profiles and feel differences. Makes it much easier instead of having to determine it by ear, basically, if you just build one and then rebuild it another way.
Yeah, because you can never remember how it actually was.
No.
Yeah, I think I know where it was, but...
I think Chris did something similar.
Yeah, he does that a lot, I think.
Yeah. He's a switch science professor. Or rather, sound science professor in that regard, I think. Because he's very much focused on sound of these keyboards.
I was so happy that I did the steps beforehand, that I had time to do it, because you didn't do it because you didn't want to.
No, it's I planned to do this beforehand too, but I then had to prepare some stuff for the stream, and then just didn't work out. But it was either do this on stream or don't stream at all, so here we are. And maybe you noticed, but I chosen a new camera angle this time. Trying something different.
I actually like this one.
Since it also should help reduce, instead of being board plates, my head plate. So it's not that I'm not aware that I'm slowly losing my hair. Or rather fast, I might admit. But I don't have to show it off on stream.
So how long did it take you to lube all the tangerines?
Too long, honestly. I think overall probably 3.5 hours, but there's like not always doing just that, not only concentrating on that. So, boom.
How many switches? That's correct. If you mean looping, none. If you mean building, all of them.
Sorry, I just didn't.
Max was asking how many switches you have left to do. Wasn't sure if he was talking about looping or about
No, looping. I'm
putting
all
them
done.
in the keyboard.
Looping, I'm all done.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem right to me.
So just another 5 hours left. Exactly. We have 6 hours. We have 6 hours.
This makes much more sense.
Before Jay starts streaming.
I want to thank Faxe again for the steps, and also for giving me this will probably not show up on camera, but he gave me some of his new screws for the screw-in steps. The Torx variant, and they are rather nice. So this is the first time I'm using them. On the last build I used the normal Phillips screw heads. I'm not always sure about the English terminology of those.
Yeah, I think those are called Phillips. Pentalobe screws when?
Only problem seems to be that they're not magnetic.
There's always room for improvement.
Let just gravity do the work for me. I hope. Come here. There we are.
Yeah, well, Max, what screws are you using? Are you also using peasant screws?
Peasant screws.
I will just bump into my microphone eventually today. I'm sorry already.
And I'll mess up something, so sorry about that beforehand, but we both will be trying our best. And sometimes failures can be entertaining, for you at least, not for me, but for the viewership.
Yeah.
And yeah, also welcome Max and Stocks to the stream.
So you also used peasant screws, is that what you're saying?
One done. On to the next.
Got a new reel of key. So you bought like just a USB cable reel? What is out of spec? Yeah, see, there is your problem, Max. Get your screws from Faxe.
What do you mean severely out of spec in size, in thread count, or no, not thread count?
Oh, it's too fat.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I also don't have screw-ins from Faxe. The screw-ins I have left are from Max, actually. Or at least partly. Oh, the cable can't be sleeved because it's too fat and none of the connectors fit.
Oh, okay. That's seriously bad. If you want to produce cables.
Yeah. I just cut my charging cable in half. The one that started to burn in the night. And it was exactly what I thought it was.
So it broke apart at the base and then...
Yeah,
shorted?
so like where the connector starts,
Yeah.
the internal cables, just the insulation just broke apart and it shorted. Because it was like old as well.
Was it an original?
No, it was an anchor cable.
Okay.
The original cables are so trash I don't even use them. Oh, you have 25 cables to make. That's awesome.
One large order or multiple small ones? And welcome HomeRoco to the stream. Grey, thick, not.
GMK terminal and GMK Phantom. You mean you made official cables for those sets for a vendor? Group by times, yeah. Oh, awesome. For my keyboard. Oh, that's great.
That's awesome. Well done, Max.
How terminal looks so nice. I really like the way terminal looks like.
Let's just put that to the side and do another one before we do fitting.
We did 9009. How does a 9009 cable look like? Is it just beige? And you have two different colors of shrink wrap?
That's what I would do, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, but what if you don't use the accent colors? Gray or green?
Jay, did they already publish the official GMK pictures of Phantom? Or was it just render until now? Up to now?
Well, it's another purple set that has an 80% chance of not looking like renders.
Yeah, but it's not like Violent Tendencies, I think, where it's just the same. What do you say in English? Like, it's the same contrast point. Like,
No.
And I think with the yellow and the purple and the dark purple in that set, it should work out theoretically.
Ooh, that terminal cable looks nice. Phantom cable. 9009 gray and 9009 green. Okay, yeah. That looks nice actually. The terminal cable looks really good.
We need to find out a way for you to be able to show that on stream while I'm working, so everybody can take a look at it. But
Max posted a link, so
yeah, but I'm currently I need to set up something like an easy view for that or scene in OBS.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the terminal one looks like the blue one I have from you. I don't know if you remember. You just remade it. Of course you remember. It's like a blue with black shrink wrap, black tag flex. It looks also really nice. I like the color with black tag flex on top. Like it even worked, although the blue was a fairly dark color.
Great.
And it starts.
Idiot. Yeah, well.
Oh, is the wood thing is it the optical one?
Isn't it? Yeah, the analog optical one, right?
Yeah.
Where you can have different force actuations like it determines how hard you press a switch.
Micro USB.
Okay.
I changed the actuation point on the fly. A feature I'm craving every day.
And now we try the same sentence again with less sarcasm.
No. I think, like, in theory it's nice, but like, who needs to change it on the fly, really?
Gamers. No, but seriously, I have no idea.
Yeah.
So that should be ISO enter. So that means this should go here and this should go here.
Otherwise, usually on the left side.
That looks right, doesn't it? Oh.
Yeah, it was great. Could open it and check it if it was still set to 2 millimeters and then close it again. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Okay.
I like this PCB.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
really nice.
generally like nice looking PCBs, although it's
Yeah.
pretty pointless because you never see it. I mean, in this case, you actually see it a bit, but
Yeah, in a PC case, I'm not like in a PC case, I probably would have liked the black one more because like if you see the purple through, it's kind of maybe clashing with the different key sets like you put on it. I mean, if I would put on Phantom, would be perfect match for that, but since it's not gonna like be really visible because it's sandblasted PC, it's okay. It's okay. But
yeah, but you can. Max just said he found never really a use for it, for the routing. Like, yeah, I have no idea what I would use it for. It's like I think Counter-Strike supports like analog input for stuff, so you can run different speeds. But like, who cares really? Well, somebody does, but.
Well, but if somebody cares about it, they at least have the option available to them. So that's good.
Yeah. It's just like it kind of feels like it tries to solve an issue that is not really there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like you don't play racing games, yeah, but you can just spend $20 on a controller and that will be way better anyways. I like it as a concept, but like,
yeah, it's one of the things where you're like, yeah, the technology and everything is interesting, but why? So
it's good for like the harder you press, the bigger the bigger the font is that you're typing in. So you can yell. I don't know. Guys, I think we're about to hit a record in how fast he builds his stats.
it's always
Less
nice.
than an hour.
It's always nice to be the butt of any joke.
Yeah. Oh, until the last time I couldn't build bottom rows correct on first try. Is your weather as shitty as mine? By the way.
Sorry, what?
Is your weather as shitty as mine?
It's okay.
No, it's incredibly shitty.
Okay, no, that's probably we will get that weather tomorrow, I guess. But for today, it's pretty nice.
Because the reason why I was so late is I was out, and it's like heavily raining and 4 degrees.
Oh no, no.
It's really ugly. So that I will not go out anymore today. Seal the deal.
I probably won't do that either, but for different reasons. Just too lazy. I'll get some food delivered later on and then hopefully type a bit on my new freshly built PC Singa. So, steps done.
Have you programmed it already?
No. Well, yes, I already set up QMK and everything, but I haven't applied my keymap yet.
Okay.
I had to flash it to test the underglow because I didn't
Yeah.
trust the bootloader stuff. And yeah, I had to fix it because of the issue why I'm a dumb programmer and not an intelligent one. So something's missing, right? Just last few drops of lube.
Advanced analog shitposting. Yeah. Like if you press harder, it's all caps. Like it's just caps lock.
That would actually be amazing.
I think that might be a pain in the ass to get used to. To the correct pressure.
Yeah, I feel it's like one of these things that there's like marketing speak, because if you can sell it to gamers that they are better with it, then you find a lot of people who are gonna buy it. Like
Jay said it's great for work. Are you yelling a lot, Jay, at work? Like text yelling? Just imagine the poor souls that get all caps emails from your manager. Yeah, but so you mean you're yelling a lot?
Yeah,
How did you?
okay, understandable, Jay. With Jira tickets, I always want to scream just and do nothing else. Just scream at them. I wish there was a plugin for it, like that would put their audio output to maximum and then
Text to speech.
text to speech scream at them. Yeah, exactly.
Max also seems like he has experience with this.
Yeah, from the other side probably, as a dev, not as a PM.
So how did you loop your tangerines?
104, Crytox 104 for the housing and stem, and Crytox 106 for the springs. I also spring swapped with 63.5 sprit springs, and the spacebar is a 100G spring, just for chits and giggles.
Yeah, Max just said the famous MX wires method. Other famous wires
Yeah,
wires
exactly.
method of lubing.
The
MX
method
wires is something else.
that has been developed and been done only by the famous Chris Wires
Yeah.
on his two-tone table.
Okay, Jay. Enjoy your dinner. See you later in your chat, I guess.
Yep, we'll repay the favor. Also, quite an early dinner, at least for my Sunday standards.
Yeah. It's like barely lunchtime. I haven't had lunch even.
Yep.
Just had a tiny piece of cheesecake before.
Well, even a tiny piece of cheesecake can be rather filling. And now, the plate that comes with the PC Singer is bead blasted or sand blasted brass, and it looks amazing. I think this is the same look that we're gonna get with the Enzy. It probably it won't show with this lightning, but I really like the blasted look of this. It's just like something different if you're just used to shiny brass. And I think Laser Boost offers something like this as an option too. And if I get another plate from them, I might choose this one too. Okay. Well, look at that. Seems to fit.
Sandblasted brass is the gold standard. Yeah, I think so too. It looks so incredible. Can you sandblast copper though?
I guess. I think they're offering it to order. I don't know how it will look. And I'm not too sure how it affects tarnishing. But
yeah. My mechanical plate patines quite a bit actually.
Whoa. Whoa, okay. So this plate is super tight. So with these one you won't have any kind of misalignment. It's just not possible. They sit really fixed in there.
So Jay just said you can sample as copper, but it doesn't look as nice.
Okay. So what I'm doing now is putting in a few corner switches just to make the plate and PCB stay in place.
Where do you get this mod station, by the way?
This one?
Yeah.
It's from Taobao. I think probably Max can supply the link to it. He might have it handy. I sure don't currently.
Because my mod station is the table.
Oh, this is way okay. This is gonna be hard. I think I have to put in the switches into the plate first and then into the PCB because these.
5 hours stream confirmed, guys.
Yeah, well, lucky that Jay already left.
Oh, thanks, Max, for the link.
Or he might cancel his stream. But we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this work. No worries. No worries.
Oh my god. 99. What's 100? 99. What's the
Yuan.
So it's $12? Seriously?
Plus shipping, but because you have to first ship nationally and then internationally if you go through Taobao, to Superbuy. I mean, sorry.
So it gets like twice as expensive, I guess.
Honestly, it's like probably shipping to Europe would be something like $10-11, I think, or with the euros. Can be okay, but it's most of the time it's better if you order a lot of items and ship them together. It's just way better that way.
Oh, this other one he just posted is giant.
Yeah, I have the middle one, I think, for about 90 switches or something like that.
No, it's a complete different one. It also looks like it has space for, what is this, springs?
Oh, for the where you can put the loop.
Springs
like.
and the stem. Or
which did he post? I'm checking it out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I won't be able to show that as in stream. Okay, yeah, no, that the other one, yeah. Yeah, I think you can put the stem and the
Oh,
spring
it's
next
the same
to it.
listing, yeah. It's like the one is very different. I'm just too stupid
Yeah.
to click on the
But
other.
I think that one wasn't available the last time. Yeah, that listing doesn't actually have that one available. Exactly, that was if I could, I would have gotten that one, but it wasn't available and still isn't. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe if I ever buy punches or something, I can just order them.
Yeah, that's sensible thing to do. Before we do this session, I learned from my past mistakes.
What bottom row do you have?
It's I think 1.5, 1.5, 7U, 1.5, and then 3 1U for the arrow cluster.
So it's the first one. It should be the one all the way to the right then.
Yep, seems that way.
Because it's like 1.25 and 1.5.
And while we're at it, wrong way, but let's make sure we check that out.
With OG caps.
9009.
Oh yeah, it's not. Just on stream, you really can't really tell. Yeah. Well, I could have thought about it and noticed that the OG caps don't say controller on it, so
they would say Steuerung.
Steuerung.
We can. Oh, but you know what? And what I really find sad is that the EPPT 9009 doesn't have alt. It just has 2 alt.
Yeah.
And
no alternative graphics.
Right. And the Mac variant, like where you get alt option or what it is, that one doesn't come in 1.5, only 1.25. So I can't even use that. And all the colored accent keys, like the different colored deal key, they are only 1.25. So I can't use those either. Which makes me a bit sad. Just a bit.
I just use, right now I'm only using a colored spacebar, everything else is standard. Oh yeah, this loop station by Claviers looks really nice.
Yeah, but it's rather expensive for the size you're getting, I feel.
Oh yeah, it's really small and it's $25.
I mean, if you adjust for shipping costs and stuff like that, it's okay, but I feel it doesn't suit the lubing needs for most keyboards, because I think you can't do enough switches in one sitting.
It holds 32. But that's why he sold, like you could order 1, 2, 3, 6 or 10. So you could just order 3 for $50 and you would have almost 100.
Yeah, well, no. No. Sprung.
Is that a 6.25 spacebar, right?
7U.
Oh,
I'm all about the 7U space-bars. And honestly, I noticed for myself that I don't need much more than the alternate graphics on this side. It is a bit different since this is WinKeyless, so I'm gonna miss my Windows or my GUI key here, but we're gonna do this with like, I think, caps lock key or something like that, or I can put it on somewhere here. We'll see.
Yeah.
But for the bottom row, I'm since the OG build I did, since this build, I'm a huge fan of 7U spacebars. I think the whole optics of it is just so much nicer.
Yeah, and you were a split space enthusiast before.
Enthusiast, I wouldn't say. I dabbled in it, but not an enthusiast in that way, I guess. Okay.
Can't wait to put the tangerines in something. Anything, really. Let's see.
Well, what are your options except rebuilding another board?
TR60. If it's gonna happen.
Any news updates on that?
I'm just trying right now. Let's see. Live feedback. From yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Today I will send out the wired PCB LED colors. What? Today, Chinese. Today I will send the wired PCB LED color statistical form by Google Doc. About the shipping time, the order which is contained with wired PCB will shipping first.
God damn
But why not ship the ones first that don't have a PCB? Unfortunately, he was pretty vague answering my question, so I hope he will send another mail, but it seems the production is coming to an end and the keyboard should be finished soon. Oh fuck, I also got a looping station from AliExpress. The one that you have. Looks like tier 6s are being made, at least.
Okay.
At least that's what he says. I still don't understand why the ones with wide PCB will ship first and not the ones without PCB. PCB is the thing that holds them back.
So I have no clue. At least, I mean, if I did understand correctly, they should start shipping out like soonish.
Yeah.
Next 2 weeks or something like that.
Well, he's wired PCB LED color. What LED is on the PCB of the tier 60?
For the underglow or highlight glow?
Well,
I don't know.
but the underglow is probably more than one color. Let's see what the initially PCB was on. Bluetooth only PCB, hot swappable wire PCB. Oh, but I had in-switch LEDs. Well, if somebody ordered one with a PCB, we would know.
But nobody did that.
But nobody.
And we still haven't ordered any PCBs for ours, so.
No. But I think if we order when it's shipping, it will still reach us in time.
Yeah, that's true. So since you're making doubt any decision I'm gonna make. I'm double checking every switch placement. But that's right. Still here.
That's easy. So let's see. Let's read again. I will send the wired PCB LED color form by Google Doc. So it basically probably sends a form to people who bought the wired PCB.
Yeah, that's...
What LED color is he talking about? Because this one looks like it had in-switch LEDs. But those are usually more than a color. And the other one has no LEDs at all. I don't understand.
Translating Chinese English translations can be quite rough.
Yeah.
It's like the same goes for other Asian languages like Korean. I know because I follow Kim's blog from TX Keyboards, and he only posts in Korean, and I always get the auto Google translated version, and it's quite often it's very hard to read, especially if there's like a wall of text. It just doesn't make any sense at some point. That's why at one point I asked if anybody had some Korean friends that could translate a wall of text for me.
And I think it was... did it help you?
Yeah, it helped tremendously, honestly. Your friend helped me out quite a lot. I'm already regretting this.
Is it seriously that hard to get the switches in?
Yeah. Really, it's tremendously hard. And also like to keep them in, because every time you put some in, like it feels like they try to get out on the other side again or something like that. Especially like these are just...
Plate is so tight. Yeah, Max said it's really, really tight.
Yeah, it's super tight. I can confirm that. I mean, honestly, it's not bad that it's so tight. That means less possibility for error in orientation, but it makes getting every switch in quite hard.
Yeah, it will get better the more switches you have in, but I already have an issue with the way you're doing it.
Okay.
I'm worried about that the switches in the middle, you will have no way to put them all the way in.
Yeah, I can see that.
I had this issue once with the board, like, and I had to pull the PCB out, and that's why from now on I usually put switches in the beginning in each of the corners and into the middle.
Okay, yeah, I understand. That makes sense. You could have said that a bit earlier, but
I was busy.
you just want to make the joke later on that another long build stream. No, it's all
How
good.
else are we gonna joke about 5-hour build streams?
Yeah, I know. I'm just happy I got to loop all my switches beforehand. But yeah, I see your point. I should probably have put them in the plate first and then into the PCB. This is gonna get hard.
Because it's just like, otherwise the plate bends down more and more the closer you get to the middle. Cause
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Man, Twitch is just a Red Dead Redemption circle jerk in the That's the moment. I think yesterday I went on, it was like 300,000 people watching Red Dead Redemption streams.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the new shit on the block. I mean, everybody's interested in how it is.
I also just think it's funny how much detail Rockstar puts in their games. Like in GTA 5 already, they made like special animations for flip-flops. And in Red Dead Redemption, I read that if you whistle to like spawn your horse, basically.
Yeah.
If you whistle too often in a row, he stops and takes a breath. Like he gets out of breath from whistling. It's like they have way too much money and way too much time to build their games.
Yeah, but they're committed to their craft, so you gotta respect that.
It looks like a pain in the ass to build, actually.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not enjoying this part. But I'm sure the end product will be worth it.
See you next week. I will heavily criticize it if it's not. But I think it's just such
Honestly,
a great look.
you're not making this any easier.
Yeah. No, I really like the way this board looks like.
Yeah, and I'm sorry guys if this is turning out a bit.
Like, are the edges really sharp?
The
edges of the switch cutouts.
No, or well, let's. Oh, there, yeah.
Yeah, that's usually also not helping.
Yeah,
Like
it's grinding into the switch, like.
Yeah, the little teeth that stuck out.
Yeah.
Like if they can't like just slide in. I had that experience with the KBD 75 aluminum plate. The edges were so sharp that the little teeth of the switches to snap into the plate just got stuck on that corner. And if you press it in, it would just cut them off.
Yeah, so pro tip for anyone who's building a Singa: push the switches into the plate first and then put it into the PCB. I'm already considering like pulling out the PCB and doing it this way, because this might save time in the long run. And I'm also not so sure these switches are not settled incorrectly. It's not working. Yeah, now this is way too stuck to get it. Nah. Now I'm committed. It's probably easier to try to get this in than try to pull it apart.
Nah.
Regrets.
I must say, to your defense, I also have my last builds were way easier than yours. Like you build a 1800, and now you have this one. My builds are just easy mode.
Well, you're also most of the time a bit better prepared than I. But this time I thought I had it down. But no. Yeah, but the problem is I somehow need a way to bend the plate up. But pro tip: without gloves, this would be hurting like really hard.
Max just said you're back making the anti-plate 0.2 millimeters smaller. Yeah, and make sure that the switch cutouts are sharpened.
Yeah, like make it rather sharp. So
Short and slightly too small.
yeah,
That will make for entertaining build streams.
and he's gonna probably make a one-off plate and then send that to me.
Yeah, yeah. Max, just make a one-off and send it to Kwer. The struggles.
Yeah, these switches are not sitting properly. It's I don't. At this point, I honestly have no idea what I have to do.
Cancel everything.
Abort!
Yeah, can you get the switches out of the PCB still? Or you have too many in them already?
I think it's too many already. I pushed the corners in quite hard. So, like I said.
Yeah, Max also says it's better off if you put off the PCB probably.
Yeah, just not sure how to do that.
But
Without...
like if it takes 1 minute to put every single switch in.
Yeah, I know. But I have... Yeah, well, that works.
Yeah, I think the way I built the KBD75 the last time I had PCB mount switches in, I put in like half of the switches and then put it in the PCB and then put in the second half. If you only have one row of empty the switches in between, then it worked better. Looks like you're almost out, yeah. Oh, that was faster than expected.
Yeah, it was easier than I thought. Just had to apply pressure at the right basis.
Also, put the plate on the mat and see if it's still straight. If it's not like bent down in the middle.
No, it's straight.
Okay, that's... Yeah, my other plate was like the plate I had this issue was aluminium and the bend's just way easier.
Yeah, no. The brass seems to be okay with it.
Yeah, because now it's way easier.
Yeah. But there might be problem putting the PCB in because of the PCB mount switches, but we'll see.
I think if you have it on the desk mat, it's just you can apply the pressure softly enough that it doesn't break or anything. I always just leave gaps, relief gaps.
Okay.
That's what I did the last time. I put in barely all the switches, but not all of them.
Okay. So you like left one out, so like this, or
So I had like a gap of one switch, but there were switches all around it, so
yeah.
I knew that I could get them in easily, and it just made it a bit easier to press into the PCB if there are not all of them in it.
Okay, the space bar.
Yeah, it looks way easier now.
Yeah, because I can correctly apply the pressure.
Do you have a spacebar switch?
Yeah, I put it to the side. It popped out because there's not a lot of stuff to hold on the bottom row.
I don't know if this is like a
Oops.
design issue or it's like not CNC'd enough or it was just made on purpose.
I think it was made on purpose. But
Because it's like,
there's also like always a bit of tolerance with switch housings and plate, and
no.
so you're never too sure.
Wasn't there an issue that if you put box switches into plates that were too tight, they get stuck?
Was there? I'm
I think so, yeah.
not too sure.
Okay, Max says it's probably on purpose because it has been this way for each round.
Yeah, okay, then it's on purpose, definitely. I mean, I like I said, I get why you would do it this way. So the switches sit really tight, and there's, especially the 1U keys, there's not a lot of room to misorient them. It's like also there's no switch top removal.
Yeah.
But they should put a warning label inside the box, like, put your switches into the plate first, or else you're gonna regret it. Like,
Nice shirt, by the way.
nice what?
Shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, it shows up. Okay, yeah.
Showing off the logo. I have it somewhere. It's honestly too cold to just use a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's quite hot in my room or in this room, so.
Yeah, Max, using box switches is the problem. I just wanted to say that you could make the plate purposefully tight so you can't use box switches. Get stuck.
It's like a natural defense mechanism against
Yeah.
box switches. Hmm?
Oh, I'm not looking forward to lubing all of the switches. But at least I'm just building a 60%, so.
Yeah, that makes things a lot easier. I think I also now understand why a lot of people just use 40 or 45 boards. Just you don't have to do so much work. Everything's way faster and easier and cheaper because you don't have to buy as many switches.
Yeah. And keycaps. Oh, well, with keycaps it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Just auction off, like, base your keycaps on use. So you sell single keycaps, and the less people buy them, the more expensive they get. Like you can get all the keycaps, just if you have something really funky, then it just gets expensive, but you can get them. But I don't think that's how it works, unfortunately.
Nah.
With MOQ production.
Yeah.
Damn Germans. Why are all your pins bent?
What?
It looks like you're unbending every single pin.
No, I'm just checking. It's my defense mechanism against having problems later. They're not all bent. I'm just checking and making sure they are not bent.
Why, Max?
So Max asked if Egler met his significant other on chat roulette.
Because Melissa was creeping on her. Okay.
The girlfriend spy network is in full effect.
Yeah. Now it comes out conspiring. Yeah. Oh, they were talking? Is that what's going on?
So here were a few bent pins.
See?
That's the reason why I'm checking. Because
Oh, they came in bags.
Yeah, exactly that. There is an upside to using the method that Massdrop shipped the halos in.
Yeah. But it's also expensive and Massdroppy.
Yeah, and honestly, these few seconds for checking if I have bent pins is not a problem.
Yeah. But for me it was nice because I could use the rails as like a way to show off the switches because I don't have a fancy mod station like you. Max hot glues his tweezers together. Well, at least it's hot glue and not like super glue or something. Accidentally welded my tweezers together. To the previous question, Max, by the way, yeah, and it's a funny story, maybe. Maybe when we're drunk once. I tell you how that worked out.
I think I know the story. And I think there was drinking involved in that situation too. So seems to be a prerequisite to get that story.
Yeah.
Drinking must be involved.
Yeah. Yeah, Max, you heard it. Drinking has to be involved too.
Yeah, I'm really bummed that I don't have any Mio Mio Mate today.
I actually have a ginger Miu Miu Mate, but I am not drinking it now.
Yeah. It's probably your last one, right?
Yeah.
I would have sent more, but...
Yeah, it gets really expensive. At some point you just have to send a truck.
I already had to upclass the shipping method because it was like 200 grams above the 2 kilo.
Oh, yes.
But I didn't have any larger package to put it in, so I sadly couldn't send more. But
you have to go around and find it. The regular Miu Miu Mate for me is available in a lot of places, but not the ginger one that Kwer sent me. And I also don't have a regular one at the moment because I buy them in crates and I need a car to get the crates home, so I have to rent one, like a car sharing thing, and I didn't bother.
don't you have like a delivery service for drinks, like Durst Express or something?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh,
At least I haven't found one. I was looking for it already.
okay.
Because Faxi was talking about that as well.
Oops.
So that's why I'm drinking water. Because I have nothing else at home. Maybe Might be a bottle of alcohol-free beers left, but
And then you can drink
not
water.
not before I had lunch.
It's alcohol-free beer. I mean, come on.
But still. Oh.
Yeah, honestly, I'm always astonished by people when in the week, when in the work week, and there's people in the cantina that are drinking beer, like full alcohol beer, in their lunch break. I'm like, I want to have your job, man. Okay.
At my old office where I worked, the developers were having a beer at lunch sometimes.
Yeah.
There was... Because we went to the police cantina to have lunch usually.
Okay.
Because that was close and they made actually really good food.
Yeah.
And it was fairly cheap.
Yeah.
I think it was on Thursdays or Wednesdays. I don't know, it was one day in the week where the menu also contained a drink of your choice.
Oh, okay. And that's
beer was one of the options.
Yeah, okay. If you have the option, take beer. Now this is gonna be fun, not.
I would try it the other way around, to be honest. Because of the USB plug. I will put the switches on the mat and press the PCB on from the top. Fun times.
Yeah. You know what? The plate isn't bent, but the PCB might be bent.
Oh, what the PCB?
Feels like it's at least. I don't know what.
See, it would be much easier if you had plate mount switches.
Yeah, that's true. Great.
Doesn't fit?
No, I think there's one bent pin right here.
That's why you have your IC removal tool by hand.
Nope, I don't have any. And I think with
You
this
mean you
kind
don't
of...
have this? You mean you don't have this tool?
Nope, yeah, exactly, that's what I meant. I don't have it.
Ugh.
Yeah. Where is it?
So it's so useful.
Yeah, I know. I always meant to get one, but I always forget to order it, and then I always think like, oh, you know what? I don't need to order it from eBay or from China or something like that, because I can just grab something like that from the local electronics store. But that one is always a bit off the wayside for me, and then I always forget it, and well.
Yeah, I think I just paid like $2 for it.
Yeah, no, but it comes from China, and always when I want to order it, I just don't want to wait for it. But I could have ordered it like 2 times over, so
Yeah.
It's dumb. I know.
Not ordering
It's dumb.
something because you have to wait for it
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
needing it again is
I know. You know what? I'm gonna order one right after the stream.
Let's see if you get the PCB in this time. Just feels like you're you're choosing which terrible thing you have to do. Trying to
Yeah,
put the
yeah,
switches in or trying to press the PCB on top.
It's one or the other. You have to choose between that.
Because without IC removal tool, you will not get those switches out of this plate.
Yep. Except those. That can be fixed later. Are you kidding me? This is turning not out like I wanted it to be.
Well, we have 4.5 hours left.
Thank you. Thank you. What is go? Now the PCB is pushing out the pins. I mean, I don't know. I think I can't show. Do you see this here? That's the PCB pushing out the switches. It's ridiculous. I just can't win. They were movable. That's the problem.
So what is the struggle at the moment?
Getting everything to fit and checking for not properly seated pins, so I don't push that in any further than it already is. And it's like if I push on one side, the other side pops up. So it's really hard to put. It's really hard to put on equal pressure on the whole board. At this point, I think my build streams are cursed.
Cursed.
Well, I don't have any other explanation for it, so.
Well, as soon as you don't have bent pins anymore, you can just press on.
Try something here.
Hammer it.
It's hard to apply pressure while there are pins poking in your hands.
Well, you have gloves for that.
Yeah, right. But even those can be broken or broken through. And I feel like the outside is no problem, but I feel like the middle isn't seated properly. And I have no idea how I can apply more pressure. Yeah, these are definitely not in right.
Is the PCB slightly too small as well?
I wish. This is what I mean. If I push on the top, the bottom pops out. If I push on the bottom, the top pops out. I might have to solder in one row and then push the others in. I think there's no other choice. But I feel like if I do that, that I might damage even more stuff by pushing.
I actually am trying to remember that the only PCB mounted switches I ever used, I think, were seals. So it was a while ago. Well, from here it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah. I'm just trying to... It's really getting on my nerves, I'm gonna be honest. I'm so short before canceling this build and just saying fuck it. It's not fun. It's definitely not fun right now. You see, it just popped out the whole rest of the board. It's just... I'm super frustrated right now. And
yeah,
that's something I hate.
Yeah, I mean, what you could try is just to put only every second column of switches in the plate.
Yeah, but then I have the same problem that I just can't push in the switches.
Well, but the switches are on both sides.
You know what I could try is I remove them from the plate and push them all in as singles into the PCB, so the PCB mount like scratches off what they need, and then try it again. That might be an option. So there's not that much resistance to get in, you know.
Yep.
But that means I have to get them out of the...
Because I had, like, that's how I ended up doing it. It's just I put every second column in. And that was enough to give enough resistance on each side. to get the switches into the plate.
So you mean like remove this row, this row, this row, and so on, or?
I can't see it yet.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I did.
Okay. Well, here goes nothing.
But then it's better than putting out all of them again.
Maybe they also go in easier once they were in one time.
Probably, yeah.
Luckily, I didn't plan anything else today. Chat has gone really silent, so I guess it's just us both. Normally, I think failure attracts more viewers, but
On YouTube, then.
yeah.
They will make fun of you in the YouTube comments.
Oh, for sure they will. I would make fun of me.
But yeah, I noticed. Actually, now that I think of it, I noticed before I built the tofu, I put 4 tangerines into the tofu plate, and it also was a fairly tight fit, especially compared to the pandas.
I think I think the Gatorants are also quite big, or they use as much as they can of the tolerances.
Yeah, because you have half the counter pressure.
Yeah. It's just so hard to determine if everything is seated properly. You know, that's I have to work from the middle. If I start from the edge, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use the amount of pin that shows through to determine if this is seated properly, but that's not an easy measure to do.
Yeah, you might just have to solder a column.
Yeah, but if I solder a column, I have to make sure that one at least is seated properly.
Solder 1 pin of a column. But yeah, I mean, if you have a plate like this, you don't really need PCB mount switches.
Nope.
Like, obviously you can choose now, but...
But Tangerines only come in PCB. But
yeah.
No, this feels like a plate made for vintage blacks or something like that. You know, that normally don't come in PCB mount, only plate mount.
Yeah.
Well, this ain't... It looks better than before, definitely.
Yeah.
The middle is still a bit of a problem.
Oh, man, I hope I don't have those issues. I hope it's a Singa. It's more the Singa than it's the Tangerines. That's what I hope.
No, it's definitely the PCB plate combination. I'm pretty sure of that. Great, and I got another bent pin. Fantastic. Ugh, this sucks. Monkey boards. My fingers are gonna be so sore tomorrow. I can guarantee that. Still, I'm looking very much forward to Mechanicon next Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I'm really looking forward to that.
But I have to work for it. I have to work for it. Oh. Okay. You just cut
again?
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that my camera disconnected and connected again without me doing anything.
Sky. A tool made by Microsoft.
Yeah. Maybe I should use Edge as well. Jay's asking if the soldering is done. Yeah, no.
Jay, you can watch the VOD when it's up, but to make it short, the plate PCB combination with the added benefit of PCB mount switches is not very kind to me. Let's put it at that.
Oh wow, Max, that's like way thicker.
Okay. Did they just send you the wrong roll, or? Yeah, send it back. Tell them. Fuck you. Ah, fudge. That's what happens when you press the
Oh, you
wrong
used
part.
25 meters of it already. Like you cut them off and then you realized afterwards that it was too thick.
Oh, okay, that sucks.
Ah. That sucks, yeah. Yeah, because like it's... Fax are hitting us with intellectual jokes.
Ah. A man of culture, I see. Quite literally.
It's been forever since I read that.
I think it was school the last time I read that. Not the kind of reading I usually enjoy, to be
No, me neither.
honest.
But it looks better already.
Yeah,
You're getting there.
It's better, definitely. It's better. Not yet at good, but it's at better. It's just slow and tedious work. That's all. It's annoying. And I just found another bent pin.
Oh. No, he didn't get Jay. He didn't get the switches in at all. That was the main issue. It's just the plate seems to be so tight that he couldn't get the switches into the plate. So he put switches into the plate and now tries to put the PCB on top. That's why it took so long.
And then I had to take out some more, and then I had to put them back in. Now I'm just hunting for keys that are obviously not correctly seated.
Let me just get my tangerines. I want to look at them.
Yeah, Jay, I had to pull out the PCB from the plate and switches, and then I put on all the switches in the plate first, and then tried to put on the PCB. But that didn't work out as well either, because these are PCB mount switches, I just couldn't bring enough force on it to get them all in. So now I had to take it apart back again, and then took out every second row. And now I'm trying to get these seated properly, and then I might be able to finally do the next round. But
I would actually advise you, if you can make them fit properly right now, to solder them in.
you mean the ones that are currently seated, or?
Yeah.
Mm.
Before you accidentally press the PCB out again.
Yeah, that's true.
Given how tight the plate is, I'd have considered removing the PCB mounts from the switches. Yeah. Seems like it's not a terrible idea.
Yeah. But that would have been a good idea beforehand. But now, honestly, I'm committed to it. I'm gonna see this through.
Hey, Odin.
I'm a bit that way. I can't let this win.
That looks pretty good already.
Yeah, I think these are quite
Yeah,
okay
you could
now.
use an Allen key to make the holes in the PCB marginally larger.
Mm.
But all of that would have been nice to do beforehand.
But that's good advice from Jay, who is a way more experienced builder than I am. So, and he also already built a PC Singer.
Yeah.
Jay, was your PC Singer round 1 or round 2?
Round 1.
Okay.
But it's the only board he didn't build. Max built it. That's probably why Max knows that the plate is generally tight.
Ah, that explains it, yeah.
Max built it for him as a wedding gift.
The whole board or just the building of it as a wedding gift? Why couldn't have I chosen an easier build for this tree? Much regrets, much regrets. This one's dead, isn't it?
Oh, the whole board. That's awesome.
That's a really nice gift. Oh, my fingers are starting to hurt. Yeah, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Okay, heating up the iron now.
Yes, we are doing that via Skype. So he's just capturing part of the Skype window. But we are talking over Discord because the quality is just way better.
This was the left control was the rightmost option, right?
The left control is the rightmost option, yeah.
So
Jay's asking if it's stepped caps or normal. I think it's stepped, right?
stepped
Yeah.
all the way. The switch is not in yet. I had to take out all the switches that had a little bit of play in them, just because they were prone to be in the wrong place when I tried to push the PCB in. So for now it's just the one use, and then the other one should the ones without with larger cutouts would go way more easier. It's just the one U keys that are really hard to push in.
Yeah. Hey Frank. Frank was just another rubber glove fetish stream.
Yes. They honestly, without them, this would have been impossible because already my fingers are quite hurting. But without those gloves on, it would have been way worse. Okay. So we're probably gonna start in the center and then. And I just hope these are settled incorrectly because it's so hard to tell if they're.
Well, otherwise, whenever you moan that you have nothing to build, you can just rebuild your Singa. Oh, he meant when pushing the switches in, add a keycap. To have easily apply pressure on the flat surface.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. But I think
is the problem that you have are the pins poking you into the finger.
Yeah. From
and
the
not the switch stems, yeah.
Just doing some last minute
I
checks.
think we found a good use for DSA caps.
Oh, that's true. Should get out my set.
Oh, you have them on. You don't have it on anything, right?
Currently, no. It's not on a board mounted. It's not mounted on any board. Sorry. Herder.
Royal Navy. I think you have.
Yeah, it's DSA Royal Navy, and I'm gonna be honest. I think the GMK Royal Navy started or should start, but I think the set doesn't work in GMK. I don't know why, but the renders just didn't look right to me. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to seeing it in DSA. But also, if I remember correctly, the GMK group by now misses a lot of the novelties that came with the DSA set.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not a fan of both, so.
yeah, well, I can get that. I think Royal Navy is my favorite DSA set, and that's why I own it.
Yeah. Frank, the issue is that he couldn't put the switches through the plate without basically bending the plate because the fit is so tight. That's why we're 2 hours in and this is where we are.
Yeah, let's call it it's what it is. It's a disaster as far as stream go, but at least I have the opportunity to talk with a few hours more with you guys and get some helpful tips. I mean, if I had to do this solo at this point, I would probably have thrown in the towel and did something else.
Odin also said that he doesn't like DSA as much, but Royal Navy was his first custom set and he's not selling it.
Good decision, man. Good decision.
Yeah. I'm curious to try DSA. I never tried it. I just don't like it visually.
Okay. So my best bet is probably to solder in at least the outside.
And the middle.
And then some in the middle.
Oh! Frank, thank you. Well, let me quickly try that.
What did Frank give you a tip for?
That there's a technology category now on Twitch instead of creative or game.
Oh, okay.
Let me go here, go to dashboard and put in let's see. Yeah, science and technology, I think it is. Yeah, science and tech. Yeah, I just changed it. I don't know where it shows up because I already changed it to it.
Does it work for an ongoing stream to change the
Oh yeah, you
category?
can change the title and all kinds of stuff while streaming.
Yeah, okay, makes sense if you switch the game that you can, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh yeah, it shows up now on the site. Science and technology. Cool. Thanks a lot. That's nice to know. We are 21 followers away from being affiliated and a few hours of streaming.
See?
We have three streams, 2.5 hours of streaming and 21 followers away from being affiliated.
I think followers is the larger
harder part.
problem, yeah.
Well, also I don't know when we would stream 3 builds in the next time.
Well, we have 30 days, right?
Yeah.
We
So we have like 3 weeks left. Or 2.5 weeks, I think.
well, that's either of our TR builds, if TR6 builds.
We could try to stream from Mechanicon for like 20 minutes or so.
We could try it.
Like a walkthrough.
Not sure if does this work from like a mobile phone?
Oh yeah, we just stream from the phone.
Okay.
It could be an option. Randale stream. Tier 60 quad build stream with Faxe. Yeah. I still really like the idea of having a multicam stream, but that would be on YouTube, which is the problem. Because Twitch doesn't support that. The tier 60 quad build stream. Because a quad build stream just works very nice because you can just cut the video in 4 parts.
Yeah, but where do you place like all the
Overlays?
Yeah.
We have to fight that out. Who is the person who has the overlay on top of them? Or just in the middle? I mean, you can, for example, just not have a chat overlay.
Yeah.
And just have 4 screens. I think there are ways to do it.
Oh, I'd definitely be up to try it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Get all of us in one room. Yeah, well, that would be the best.
That would be awesome.
But yeah, like the idea of the the multicam build stream on YouTube is like YouTube's event thing has a way you can stream from multiple cameras into one stream, and viewers can just select what camera they want to use.
And I think they automatically offer like an all cameras combined thing or something like that.
Yeah, it's just way better. Like for multiple people and multiple cameras, I think the way YouTube offers this is just way better.
Yeah, Twitch doesn't even have something akin to that.
You can stream on Twitch and YouTube once affiliated. And a YouTube window to Twitch. Yeah. But we can figure something out. Would be nice if... Yeah, for the tier 60.
Yeah, I think nearly every...
Oh, you can stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time once you affiliate, because it's against the terms of service. To do it, to stream on both platforms at the same time.
So many people do it. Like there's extra like services that do it. Recast or something, I think. I think Top Clack as well as Nathan Kim are using it.
Mm-hmm.
Rebroadcast or something. It's re and then something. I'm not too sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know about the legal things actually. Are you allowed to stream an event with people in it?
Yeah, sure. Tiny makes things.
Yeah, but if it's legal in Germany to
Ah,
use it,
yeah. Probably not, since the Datenschutzgrundverordnung is in effect.
but for example, like all kinds of events do it. Like you can live, like concerts are live streamed and you can see people in there. So
Yeah. I think it's if it's a pub. Yeah, well, it's probably tied to the definition of public space.
Yeah, of the event. If the event is public, I don't think.
Yeah.
If the event is public and you have a notice on the door.
Faxe should know this, or from his.
Yeah, that's what Faxe just said.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's public and you have a notice on the door, it's no problem. They do it every year for their demo event, I think.
Oh, Olivia joined us. Hey, Olivia.
Yeah. I'm just curious if it would be possible to get an okay from the organizer of Mechanicon.
Honestly, just ask them. As
Yeah.
long as we're not selling stuff, they're probably okay with it. It would be fun, like a bit of a live podcast variant stuff.
Yeah, or just walk around a bit and like talk to a few guys, people who are watching us usually know. Oh, Jay is also showing off GMK Olivia on his stream today.
Nice.
I'm
Really looking forward to
that.
Yeah, me too.
He's just luring Olivia into his stream as well.
I don't think she needs much luring for that.
Can record stuff and upload it later, yeah.
Oh, right. Egla, make Olivia mod, please.
So she's mod on everything?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have to keep up with the standards in the community, right?
Have to do it through the other window. Olivia is the ultimate mod. Or not that we need mods, especially if Max is walking his dog.
So that's why it's so silent and rather peaceful, for me at least. Okay, so these are in.
Yeah, Olivia, you missed the pain
Oh,
that Kwer is experiencing with this build.
There will be more pain later on, I guess, because there are still a lot of switches to settle in.
Yeah.
But yeah, to recap, the plate of the Singa is a really tight fit, and I had problems pushing the switches in, and because they are also PCB mount, I had trouble pushing them in all the way, and I thought it would be easier to just put them in the plate first and then push the PCB on all of them. But that didn't work out either. So here we are on the like third or fourth try, I think. And I'm currently only soldering in the outside and some of the inside keys to stabilize all the construction basically a bit. And then I'm gonna go further and push in the rest of the pins. I'm also using a bit more solder than I usually would, just to make sure that there's not only an electrical but also a physical connection.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gone for a minute.
Okay, that means I have to keep an eye out on chat. Yeah, thanks, Olivia. I hope it works out now. But yeah, I get that about lubing for 4 hours. This is a long time in the making, basically. Come on. But there's an upside for this to take this long, and that is that more people have the chance to join, especially if they're from across the pond, like Olivia, for instance. Okay, I think this should hopefully fixate things for next try. Let's see if we can get in the rest. Just check in. And what the blackboard? That's not black. That's actually the Titan Gray. Maybe it's it shows up black on stream probably, but it's my 1-800 TX 1-800.
Hey Iggy.
And it's welcome back. And it's just there because it has my 9009 caps on that I'm going to use for this board once it's built, that is. Okay, let's see if we can now put in the other switches. Yep.
So how is it going now? How
it seems
to put the switches in?
Yeah, it's way easier. It's working out rather well. So your tip was pretty golden to do it like this.
Mm-hmm. I learn from experience.
Yeah. But I already just said it's well. The good thing about this is that this gives more people time to join and watch the stream. I think this
Always
is,
see the positives.
yeah. Now that I see a way forward, I'm not as salty as I was before. So,
No salt stream.
well, that's not gonna happen ever. But a bit of salt is the life in the soup of life. That doesn't translate very well, but. Yeah. But at least I'm gonna earn my pizza today.
Yeah, Olivia said it. Salt is the spice of life.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was going for. I think in German it should go like Salz ist das Gewürz im Leben der Suppe. Nee, das funktioniert auch nicht. I can't even German right now.
Ah, but those tangerines look so nice.
That works. Yeah, it's honestly the look is. I mean, it's hard work, but the look is awesome. Also, it's quite fitting. I mean, these are perfectly Halloween switches. So. Oh, I know which keycaps I need for this board.
What?
Carbon. And Tombury said that the next round is gonna happen anytime soon on Mass Drop. Probably starting of November. So next week or the week after, I guess.
Nice. You can burn more money.
Hey, we said no salt.
Next run of carbon.
GMK carbon, that is. We have to be more precise since there's also SA carbon out there.
Did I say SA carbon? Oh, I think
No, just
No,
we both just said carbon, so I just wanted to clarify that it's the next round of GMK carbon, because it could be misunderstood as that there's an SA carbon round.
I want GMK Oblivion.
Yeah, me too. But with Nordicit, please, with Nordicit.
What do you guys think about that HB85? Yeah, it looks really nice. I like the look of it a lot. Let me put that into the chat.
HB85?
Oh, this HB85. No, this one I don't want.
Which were you thinking of then?
The Heinebusch 1800.
His compact version? Or?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
HB85 is this board, which I put into chat right now. Yeah, that's a bit too much. It looks like super 80s retro electronics.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you like that look, it's awesome.
Yeah,
I think it's even better than the recent ALF versions, like that have gone for this retro style look. In that regard, I mean, in that regard. Still not a big fan of it, but in that regard.
Yeah, it looks like a. It looks like it needs lots of dampening. Looks very hollow in the inside. But it's very interesting. I like that people just make something that just looks very different.
Yeah, and I like the construction side of it, like with this middle, this different middle piece, and how you can get different blocked or not blocked in a way, but different top layouts.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one that has like where you don't have, or like two where you don't have the arrow cluster in,
Yeah.
and I find that a bit curious because there's just so much space wasted in a way.
The origin looks even better. Let's see the.
Also, it's modeled
that's
after.
what it's based on.
So it's modeled after an original keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I would love to have a keyboard with a joystick on.
Oh, let's see. I have to check that out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see. That looks awesome. I'm liking it like this, but not the way it's in Group By.
Yeah, somebody should make a version with a joystick on.
That's curious. Honest, I think the problem with the gray.
Yeah, this one
studio,
is ISO, so.
Now I
That's
know
layout
why.
confirmed.
Yeah, okay. Now I know why it looks better. No, what I was going to say is that it's better. I think it's better because it's stretched more in the height. Like it's not as it's not like too thin. I think the HB85 version looks too thin in a way, and with the picture you have, like with the added height, it looks better from proportion standpoint. But
So what was this
Anyway.
thing? Was this a full computer?
looks like it, like tape decks on it.
Yeah. And because of the thickness.
Yeah, probably something like an Sony's Amiga or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can fully integrate it.
Sony Hitbit. Yeah, it's a full computer from 1984.
Okay. This
With
one
an
is here.
incredible 3.58 megahertz.
Whoa! Does it have a turbo button?
My Twitter client has a turbo button.
Why has your Twitter client a turbo button?
Just for fun.
Ah,
I don't know,
okay.
it makes like... I don't know what it actually does. Just makes like an engine sound when you activate it.
Okay.
I don't actually know if it does anything. Yeah, Max, while you were gone, we replaced you with Olivia. Would be a nice project to put a computer in, like something more modern. It looks like you could put a whole NUC in it. Oh, look at this keyboard, it's almost done.
Yeah, I still have to solder it. So
Yeah, but that
don't
doesn't
party
take
too.
forever.
Don't party too early. Also, there's like. Oh, are you not supposed to rotate it? All right. Concentration is fading a bit, which is not a good thing.
Yeah, what switches? It's from 84, so it's probably mechanical, I would say. Let's see if we can find images of it.
So that's too close. So it should probably.
I've never seen one of those.
Three and the spar. Good. Okay, now I need to get the top out again.
Jay said that they are MY.
Ugh.
Yeah. It was good until now.
Yeah, but at least it means it has MX compatible mounting options or switch options, right? I mean, the MYs are still.
The only good images on Pinterest, and it's just
I hate Pinterest.
I hate this website. Like I just want to look at the image, and
don't give me that. Yeah,
they're
also
trying really hard to make me not look at the image at all.
Yeah.
No turbo button, but it has a graph key.
Well, that's something. These are not in properly. To reflow those.
Oh, and it has a carrying handle. Yeah, that's, if you can find one, Olivia. And figure out how to convert it, yeah. Just like, why can I not scroll through Pinterest without having an account?
I think there's extra adblock add-ons or something to circumvent some of those, but don't know how effective those still are. Oh,
I can't find an image of it being opened at least.
So if something is wrong with the light, just say it, because I moved it around and.
No, it looks still good.
Okay, so this one was.
Oh yeah, Jay found one. But this doesn't have the joystick, does it? It just has like a 4... Or is the joystick an extra? Oh, I love the green power button. Oh yeah, security flip would also be awesome. MSX System version 1 by Microsoft. What operating system is this running? So how much is this? Oh, it's 300 pounds. Ooh.
Then there are probably not that many available, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe is it something like a Japan only thing or something?
No, there was a German version, at least on...
Okay. MY keycaps are MX compatible, right?
Yeah, but you still have to replace the PCB. Or
Yeah.
can you...
That's an easy part. I mean, you would have to replace the PCB anyway, because you would want like QMK or something on it.
Oh, there's one for 95 euros. But it's missing the...
Joystick?
No, it's like the carrying handle is funny.
Okay.
Look like the keycaps are PVD because the spacebar is the only key that is yellowed. Oh, just found one for 25 max, yeah. Okay. Or is it the Toshiba HX10? Yeah, nice link, Max.
Okay. Oh, come on. This can't be right. Bend pin again.
Now, would it be nice to have a IC removal tool?
That's what I'm gonna say about that.
Marketplatz.
So close
The
and yet so
Toshiba one
far.
even more 80s than the Sony one.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you good. Now I have them set in so good I don't get them out anymore. I just can't win with this board, you know? I just can't win. Feels like it. It feels like it.
One day Chrome will open the tabs in the correct window.
One day Chrome will not eat all your RAM.
It's not too bad. It only uses 2.5 gigs at the moment.
Well, that's nearly nothing.
Yeah, but I have like 15 tabs open.
Yeah, it's gotten better. I know. It's just like. Okay, just.
Download more RAM.com. Yeah.
The longest running joke.
What's this browser? There's also a joke browser. Ultron browser, yeah.
Okay.
Which is affiliated to Download More RAM.
Oh, I can tell you my fingers are hurting.
No, I actually don't know Windows RG. But it's Windows RG. It's probably some troll. Really good edition.
Nice that the build is taking me so long. Basically, chat devolved into
I love the
a non-geek talk.
I love the website of Windows RG saying your computer is too old for Windows Really Good Edition. Get some flash and come back. So, I wish somebody would actually make a Windows version like this. Or I wish you could actually download Ultron browser. Yeah, Frank, I actually have that installed on my Mac. Routers.sh. Well, at least this one works. It's silly, but it works.
There are also browsers for your shell terminal that renders websites in ASCII terminal. Okay, that's worth it talking about.
No, BrowserSH doesn't render it in ASCII, but it does. Or does it? No. It's a modern text-based browser, as you need.
Jay,
Yes, I did run it, but it was the first version that came out. Might have. Oh, Windows RG? No, I didn't run it. I don't have.
Flash?
Flash Player installed. Although, does Chrome still come with Flash Player somehow?
No, I think they thrown it out long ago.
Oh, okay, I just have to click. No, it's still running it, yeah. I just have to allow it. But oh, it's beautiful, Max. The fuck? Are those the icons of Windows Millennium Edition? Like the recycle bin and the computer? Oh, I'm actually not on a lot of Chrome at all. No, I think Windows 98 had... I think those are the icons of Windows 2000. God, that was a horrible Windows version.
Still better than ME.
They made lots of terrible Windows versions. Vista is also
Vista.
nice.
Vista is nice? No.
Well, I think it was okay in the end. After years of patching it.
So basically when it became Windows 7 in a way.
Yeah. It's like a joke that every second Windows version is good.
The same with Star Trek movies.
Except if you don't like Star Trek, then all of them are terrible.
Who doesn't like Star Trek?
Me.
Get out! So you're not like, don't like science fiction overall, or just Star Trek?
No, just not Star Trek.
Okay, so Star Wars is...
Star Wars is okay, yeah.
Any other science fiction series you enjoy?
Expanse.
Yeah, okay, so more the hard science fiction.
Yeah. Max said it's Windows ME. Yeah. ME.
So who's still in chat anyways?
Olivia and Max.
Okay. I guess Jay is prepping for his own stream now.
Do you like TNG or DS9 more? Olivia asks.
TNG, definitely. I think TNG is the best Star Trek ever was. I like DS9 for what it does in storytelling, but the characters and it's TNG.
Which one do you like more, Olivia? Max said Melissa likes DS9, prefers DS9. Frank prefers DS9 and says you're wrong.
No, you are wrong, obviously. No, I think it comes down what you enjoy about either science fiction, Star Trek, or a series in general. I think DS9 is more akin to like the standard series format, like the American serialized series format. So you have single episodes and then you have arcs stretching over multiple single episodes. like 2, 3, and then you have like seasonal arcs that go over the whole season, or like in case of DS9, like over multiple seasons if you consider the Dominion War. And I think that's why many people rather enjoy DS9, but you have to admit that without TNG there would be no DS9. So
The good thing is I've not seen any of those, so
yeah, it's okay. I mean, I
Max
hate you
says
for it,
BSG.
but it's okay.
Max says BSG is better than all of them.
Classic or new one?
What is BSG?
Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, haven't seen that either.
I haven't seen it either.
The new one.
Okay, yeah. I can see that. It's just not, it's not my type of science fiction.
Kwer is racist against Ferengi.
What? Why?
I don't know, I prefer reading science fiction to watching it, I think.
Yeah. What's your favorite science fiction book then?
I don't think I have a favorite, really.
Okay, what's the
I preferred...
least
I like
hated?
I like the one by George R. R. Martin. But some of the books I don't know the English name because a lot of fiction I read in German, just as a balance to all the academic English reading I'm doing.
For me, it's often the other way around. Well, just no. In general, I'm so used to reading English. I read all my books in English, if I can. And thanks to Kindle and stuff like that, it's so much easier to get English-speaking books, or the original language books. And if you have trouble with a word, you just long-click it, and then you get your translation or Wikipedia definition.
My god, he wrote a lot of things I'm trying to find. Let's see. Is it this?
And Egla, you're right. I need to get me a new roll of solder. this small solder is just good. It's good for LEDs, but and SMD. But
I don't know what the thickness is of mine. Have I read Night Dawn? Can you speak other languages, Olivia, or are you just trolling us? Probably. What I read fairly recently, but it's not a novel, but it's just a novella, I think. It's like a short novel. Science fiction was Murderbot Diaries.
I was just going to mention, or like I was thinking about those because I read the first book of it and I really enjoyed it. It's quite nice.
I read 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I only read the first one because the other ones are I find them too expensive for the size they provide. But I'm hoping that now that the main story is finished, or the main run of stories is finished, that they're gonna do a collection book or something like that.
So all systems read is that the first one, right?
No, I don't. Or is it?
Or Rogue Protocol? Well, they are about $10 a book, so.
Yeah, but there are only like 150 pages or something like that.
Yeah, but like a regular book is 18.
What? No. Like if I get a Kindle book, normal book is like $8 or something like, or even cheaper, $5-6, or euros. I have to say.
Yeah, well, not a new one. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's just that, like the first books of the Murderbot series are not that new. They're already.
Yeah,
like,
the first book is 250.
yeah, that's why I read the first book, because
Yeah.
it was cheap.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to read the other ones, and they were not as cheap, or not even close to that cheap. And so I didn't read them.
Yeah, Max, I have not read those.
Which did Max mention?
Max mentioned
Ender Saga? Yeah.
Night's Dawn.
Oh.
It's like in the last 2 years or so, I barely read, because I just reading so much for university, and like I want to do other things afterwards and not just read more.
Yeah.
I also love the
one favorite. I haven't read much science fiction in the last few years, but I'm going to be honest. One of my most favorite series is the X-Wing series in the Star Wars extended universe, or the old extended universe, before Disney canned all extended canon.
I read only one Star Wars book.
Which one? Like
yeah.
You don't know.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Also very good at the first Thrawn trilogy. Also very good.
Let me see.
And if we're talking, so the reason I didn't read as much science fiction is because I read a lot of fiction, fantasy. I meant brain fart there, fantasy, and there's a lot of. I think there are a lot more good fantasy books in the last few years than science fiction books, and that's probably due to stuff like Game of Thrones or.
I don't know. I can't remember when I read fantasy the last time. I have The Fall of Gondolin, but I haven't read it yet. Although apparently it's not amazing, so. Yeah, I read, like, most of my just casual reading was crime, just because I could, like, read a book in a week or two. Let me look at my books here.
So, what about like books that combine multiple genres, like a science fiction crime novel? Would you read something like that, or?
Oh yeah, I would read that.
Because then I might have really. It's also like more a novella, I think. If I'm done with soldering, I will check it out and send you the link. It's from one of my favorite authors, and it's like it's not in one of his normal universes, so it's a one-off story. So it's pretty easy to read, but it's a nice crime science fiction thing.
Mm-hmm. I read the Star Wars book I read was Darth Bane.
Okay, doesn't ring a bell with me, at least.
I'm trying to catch up with the chat.
Sorry, I'm just so concentrated on doing this.
And put like all of them into tabs so I can download them later.
Yeah, Mr. Pin.
Because now I'm reading way. I have to read less nowadays. So.
But you have to write more, right?
Yeah.
So, how long do you think you still have until you finish with your thesis?
Well, I'm still aiming for the end of the year, so.
Okay. And then your Bachelor of Science? Masters, okay.
Yeah.
And then you can finally get a job in Berlin and move here.
Finally get a job, yay.
No, in Berlin.
In Berlin, yeah.
You guys gotta move. Come on.
Yeah. So I don't know what the name of this book is in English. Because actually I enjoyed that. Tough Voyaging by George R. R. Martin. Oliver said she would move to Berlin. Just feed me Spätzle and Currywurst all day. Well, for Spätzle you have to move where I'm.
Yeah, true.
For Currywurst, not so much.
Currywurst Berlin is pretty much set on that.
Yeah. Also, I read the first 2 books of the Neuromancer trilogy.
Oh, yeah.
Early this year.
Okay, a second. Let's get this out of the way. Making a bit of space. So, with my kind of luck, I better test the PCB before I put everything
Yeah, no,
together.
it's like a broken PCB.
No, I tested it already, so, but...
Okay.
Give me a sec, I'm gonna flash more standard layout. Because currently I think I have my RGB test layout on it and that wouldn't work right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but by the way, Frank, from what I've seen, Berlin is still considerably cheaper than Stuttgart.
Yeah, that's pretty much a given. I mean, housing prices are through the roof, but probably still cheaper than a lot of South Germany stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, yeah. I think
Munich is even worse.
Yeah, Munich is the worst in that regard. But also, I think Stuttgart has also, I think, raised prices just because so much of the auto industry is located there, and they are paying rather well. So,
yeah, it's both of them that people earn, I think, above average, but the geography is really bad because it's surrounded by really high hills that you can't really build on.
Yeah,
you're just space limited just by geography.
So that's also why a lot of people that work in Stuttgart or the area.
Oh, you're cutting.
Oh, sorry. That might be because my computer is compiling. I'm not too sure. Could be.
So, I think it's better now.
Yeah.
You're good on stream. I just checked the stream. You're good on stream. It just cut off for me.
Oh, okay. I'm probably gonna need to do a new computer at some point.
Yeah.
But then I have less money for keyboards, so trade-off.
It's a big trade-off. So yeah, Berlin is probably cheaper than at least 4 or 5. Looks like. No?
Okay. Well, it's live on my end.
Okay, yeah. For me it's not yet. Oh, no, it's working. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're back.
Very sorry. I have no idea how that happened. I must have hit a wrong switch or something.
My camera is dead. On stream, at least.
You sure? I'm seeing it at my side.
Yeah, is it moving too?
No.
Yeah, now it is.
Yes, it's back again?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's moving here.
Okay, for me it's gone again. Oh, whatever.
Let me just...
I will be the ominous voice in the background.
Huh? Why is it... Huh? I'm seeing it in one window, but not the other one. Give me a second.
Yeah. Looks like it's working now.
Now it should be back, I think. I think I just needed to reset the screen transition. Yeah. Okay. Just holler at me if it's not working again. Okay.
Oh, but the chat is gone now. So speaker
Yeah,
for the dead was by Max.
the history is gone. So
Yeah.
sorry about that, but
Yeah.
very, very sorry. It's not an optimal run today.
Yeah. Max, do you have to read the Ender's Game before reading Speaker for the Dead? Because I just saw the average movie.
I think it's the second part after that, or the second book
Yeah,
after
but
that. Now, if you have seen the movie, you have read the first book.
oh, okay.
I think.
The movie was not amazing.
Yeah, it was okay. What did I want to do? I wanted to do that. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's put this maybe over here, so you guys can see something.
Yeah, I guessed that the movie is terrible compared to the book. That's what my guess was.
Nice. Now. Okay.
It was the same switch you pressed.
Okay.
So you have probably an OBS shortcut to
that.
stop the stream.
Oh yeah, that could be it. Let me.
Hello, welcome back.
Hotkeys. Oh yeah. I see it.
Turns out if you build keyboards, don't put hotkeys on stopping a stream.
Yeah, especially if they are global. Okay. What the? Okay.
Yeah, that's...
I'm not too sure which... Yeah, well, it's... Yeah, okay.
It's Unix control.
Yeah, it's also not ISO. I've just flashed the default layout. So probably have to fix something.
I don't know, that's something I always did, like with my last builds. I always built the key map.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. I honestly wanted to do that.
Ran out of time.
Yeah, like so many other things. But at least I think all of them worked. I'm gonna build up the board. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna build up the board because all the other keys work. I don't think the other ones don't work. I'm gonna risk it.
Well, the one that closes the stream definitely works.
Production. Okay.
Let me find speaker for that. If you say that it's that great,
okay.
I will trust you.
Let's put this to the side for a second. Get out the rest of the stuff we're gonna need. This is the top, just fits. Would have been, honestly, it would have been nice if there would have been a windkeeler's plate. So you had a bit more plate under the windkeeler's parts. Or at least if you had the option to put RGB LED under here, like that would have been nice too.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta live with what you have. And I understand that it would drive up prices because less of boards, or you would have less numbers per option.
Mm-hmm. So the Kindle version of the book is only $4.50, so.
Well, get on it.
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm trying to, yeah, this kind of works. The part, more the logo than the weight, but the logo insert and the weight, they look awesome in this
Sandblasted breast.
Sandblasted breast, thank you. Yeah, my concentration is going away. I just hope I don't make any more errors. Come on.
Talking about science fiction books again, there's a guy who publishes, I think once a month, a list of his favorite 5 or so science fiction books on The Verge.
Oh, yeah.
And they're really good usually.
Yeah.
And this guy's also really nice. I tweeted at him once, like, I only have time for like one book, like what he recommends me from like the last 2 years or so. And then we had a conversation about what kind of science fiction I like, and then he just recommended me one.
Okay, which one did he recommend?
That's the question now. I would have to go on Twitter. I can't remember. But I read it.
So, from is anyone in the chat who already built a Singa? Because I'm not too sure which screws I'm gonna have to use for. Well, if it's 2, it's probably the thumb screws here. Yeah. They seem to fit.
Max knows what's up. Help him, please.
Is the yes to my question? So I have to use these.
Only certain ones fit.
Yeah, okay. Gonna give it a try.
The longest ones are for the lion.
The longest ones.
Oh, so the longest ones are for holding the case together.
Okay, so so these are probably for mounting the PCB.
And the shortest ones are for the weights.
And these are one for the weights. Okay, yeah, this makes sense and fits with the count of them. So. That's too small.
This weight looks so awesome.
Yeah, it really does. I'm loving the design, and it's one of the few where I think the stainless steel variant, like on the alu Singers, you got the option for the only stainless steel version polished, but those look really good too.
Yeah. My cam is frozen again.
Okay, just a second. I'm just gonna do a transition, and that seems to fix it.
For a short while.
Or not at all. Let's see.
Oh well. I don't think it's... Otherwise I can just stay in the background.
Should be back now, I think. Right? At least on my side it's back.
Oh yeah, for me too.
I can't feel my fingers anymore. Oh.
It's pretty elaborate packaging.
Yeah, it's. I would love to show off, to do a full unboxing on. Should have done a full unboxing on stream, but it's really. It was really nicely packaged. One of the best shipments I ever got in that regard. Like it's a giant box with stuffed to the brim with a custom fitted foam. Like so you have like a lot of foam on the outside, and then the parts fit in it perfectly, so there's no movement or anything. It's really good. And of course they changed sizes.
So those are Torx screws?
Yep. Or not Torx. What is it called? Torx, like what you use an Allen key for, like the IKEA thingy.
Oh, hex, yeah.
Yeah, hex keys. Man, this looks so good.
Yeah, I think it's funny that they put like effort into making the logo on the inside of the plate, where you literally only see it when you build it.
Yeah.
Then never again.
But it's, you know, it's there. I mean, yeah, but on the other hand, you have this awesome looking line on the back side, so there's something.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put this aside for a second. That fits.
No brass screws. Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, no, it's all steel.
What was the other? It was the JSV that had nylon screws.
Yeah, those. I'm still working on a like hand-wired build, like with the custom case and all that. And after Jay showed that off on stream, I immediately went to eBay and started looking for these nylon screws, because they would fix one of the problems I have with that build. So that would be awesome.
I think it's generally nice for like aluminium boards.
Yep.
Because you can't like I don't know what you call it, like destroy the
Rip the threads, or
yeah, the threads. Because I mean, if you have good hard screws, the aluminium is
it's
not that hard.
Yeah. But you can also have two cheap screws, like with the 5-degree case, the screws they chipped.
Yeah.
All my screws have, the threads are gone basically.
Yeah. Max was asking if these are inserts though on the Singa.
Sorry, like.
Yeah, I'm not understanding it either.
Oh, you mean if they? No, doesn't seem that way. Like, at least I can't see any inserts. They seem to be threaded into the, what do you call it? Into the polycarb directly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized the music cut out. Because the playlist finished.
Science. People have warned you about the threaded PC. Well, just tell them they can't screw in. They don't know how to put in screws.
Yeah, you just have to use not. Oh, okay. I just thought I was missing a screw. No, that's not the case. I just can't see straight anymore.
I mean, I can see if you have like nice screws that you can probably rip the threads. if you over tighten, but
Yeah. Oh well, while we're at it, we can add the bumpons.
that board looks so nice.
Oh, feeling the end coming. We're nearly there.
Why is that, Max? Oh, because it's so perfect.
Whoa.
What?
I think I have to use the extension thingy. If this.
Yeah, Max is talking about how Singa for him became the gold standard of keyboard finish. Because every part is just perfect.
Yeah. I have to agree on that, I guess. Yeah, I think because it's. It's really nicely made. Everything is thought through, like the packaging, the components, the construction. It's really nice. So I can absolutely see why people love their Singa boards. And I think Elaine has done a fantastic job.
Yeah, Max just said that as far as knows, the factory is also local to her.
Yeah, that makes.
Yeah, I would explain the quality control.
Yeah, and she's also as a runner, she's also really awesome. Like the communication with her is just really nice.
Yeah, Max gets to fly out to China. I can't wait to see that in person, to be honest.
I'm really curious how it will feel like typing on it.
What keycaps are you putting on?
My EBPT 909. 9009. For now.
Isn't that on the TX?
Yep, but I will take it off the TX and put the double shot white on blacks on that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I will. This isn't an IKEA build. If you have one screw left over, it has to go somewhere.
But yeah, IKEA went from having one screw too little to one too many.
Yeah, and
which is probably way more cost effective for them, considering how cheap their screws are.
For sure. That's definitely the case, but it's also it's very annoying for you as a customer because you never know if you used up or if you used them correctly. Like
Max says, because Olivia said that she wants to take a sabbatical and live in China for 6 months. And Max was like, yes, she should do that and also do the quality control for him while she's at it.
That would be a nice combination. Oh, we can switch.
Yeah, you can sell it touched by Olivia. at $50 extra.
Let's gather all the bags.
Yeah, I think it's at least from the area because the samples shipped from Hong Kong. So if it's not from Shenzhen, it's at least not far away.
Well, at least you can look at boards and say if they look good and not or not, Olivia. So, and you can show off how your rose gold color has to look like, and make and get it perfect. Okay, I can't believe we come to this, but it's time to put on keycaps.
Yeah, the rose gold is actually really nice in person. Oh, sounds nice.
I'm currently, I have headphones on, so I'm getting it filtered, but just getting this done. Oh, and I forgot to solder in LEDs for the
Caps lock?
ones. Yeah.
Does it have a pin for it?
No, I don't think so. I need to check. I know there's just one. They don't have any. They have just one backlight option. So.
Yeah, like the 60X.
But I think they should have an extra caps lock.
Because I don't know how to do the caps lock light then. Like pressing caps lock turns it on, but it will not accurately give you the state. Because I have it just like the caps lock light turns on for me if I press FN. And yes, Olivia, that's EPPT 9009.
Oh shit. Just a second, I fired a keycap through the room. No, this can't be happening.
Found it?
I feared the worst. That it wasn't so bad. I'm so unbelievably happy that we're coming close to the end of this.
Yeah. It was 2 hours of struggling and then 1 hour of building.
Yeah. So you see, if I could have done it in a proper time. I mean, You have to admit that, at least.
It was technically possible.
Well.
Nice ISO D.
The way it should be. Nearly lost another one. The best M is the micro M.
Yeah.
Any key set should have this one.
Yeah, the micro M is such a funny German like
Nobody
thing.
knows why it's there, because how often do you have to type micro? I mean, you can make the obvious joke like, yeah, German engineering is so precise that you need that key every time, but okay, so now we have to figure out the row stuff for this. So I guess, let's see. Oh, Max.
They didn't even get auto modded. He outplaced the auto mod already.
Okay, so where do I want to put page up, page down? I think
EPVT 9009 comes with those switches in the correct row.
Yeah, that's why I have multiple page up, page down keys. I'm trying to figure out which are the correct ones. That looks about right.
Yeah, so the page down is this is definitely the correct page down.
Looks good too. I have no idea what's the default layout for 75% is.
Hmm?
Nope.
What the default is for the corner?
Yeah. Oh, definitely not that one.
Let's see.
That looks good.
I see print screen, pause, scroll lock on top.
Also the normal.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what are other people. Yeah, looks like most people are doing that.
So
it's print screen, scroll lock, pause.
Yeah, but honestly, I just don't use those. I think I'm gonna do it a bit different.
Are you using insert more often?
No, but it's at least an accent key. I mean, that's something, right?
Yeah, I went to less accent keys, from lots of accent keys to less. Like personally.
I could use.
I actually really like the no accent keys, but the spacebar.
I'll see if I can change it later, but for now I don't want to search for the bags of keys.
Yeah.
Instead, the ones I needed at the ready. Okay, that's it. We're finally done. Let's see.
and it looks amazing.
And it sounds pretty awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
The enter might need a bit of, I think, could use a bit of work, I guess. We'll see. Have to check that out later. Oh, wait a second. Just let's check. Where did you put the cable? Ah, there I did. Oh, come on, a bit more cable. And right. The default layout doesn't have the RGB code in it. Or does it?
You wanna flash it now?
No, honestly, I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna post a picture later of it, anyways. But I don't feel like doing this on stream now, because if I do, something bad's gonna happen, and don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. I don't think so. So another build finished in just 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's
personal record.
Yeah. I'm not too sure, is this shorter or longer than our first build? I think that was longer. That was like 4 hours. And it wasn't finished at the end, I think.
Yeah.
Still had to do work on it. So, yeah, it's done. PC Singa with Tangerines, looped, spring modded, and EBPT 909 for now. Thanks for everyone for sticking around so long. And thanks for Egla for keeping everyone entertained while I was...
trying to, at least.
Well, I think you did a good job. While I was struggling to keep my sanity. Well, honestly, Odin, I'm not a good touch typer, and so every time I try to do a typing demo, it's just shit, because I have to hit backspace way too often. So, I mean,
yeah, and it's not flashed correctly, so...
that's a good argument too. It's not flashed in ISO yet, and the mic setup is just probably not worth it anyway. So, but if I remember correctly, you're coming to Mechanicon, so you can test it out in person. Yeah, but I think honestly it's best to call it a night now, or evening at that.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy, at least somewhat enjoyed the stream and enjoyed my suffering and struggling, and we all learned a valuable lesson from that. And well, if you didn't catch everything, or if you had to skip out because it was going too long, the upload will be later on YouTube. But from now, that's it. Looking forward to Mechanicon. We'll be both there. And we will be both identified by wearing our custom logo t-shirt. And we'll be handing out stickers, which I currently don't have, so I can't show them off. But you can check out the VOD of the last stream with Egla. He showed off the stickers there. So, thanks everybody. Have a good night, good evening. And don't forget to turn into Jay's stream later on. Because he's going to have a plethora of stuff to do. Unpackaging or showing off the GMK Olivia he received, some other stuff, and rebuilding 2 X75, I think, or building one and rebuilding the other.
Yeah,
so
I think he's rebuilding one, yeah.
There's going to be a lot of content later on, so make sure to check him out. Thanks everybody again, and have a good night. Bye.
Bye.